Hey, yeah, what's up? This is Cypher Marshall Occurrence Ring back up in this anti-Illuminati all day, anti-telepathy all day, anti-America all day, and everybody with him, yeah. So, this video, like I told you, I'm going to be still pushing this campaign. The campaign is going on every month. 40 states allows children to have sex. Campaign, we pushing that campaign. Because ain't no American enemy can withstand it. Ain't no American enemy. I don't care where you come from, what gang, crew, whoever you with. We shut you down with 40 states allows children to have sex. I don't care who you with. Who you with, I don't care. I personally don't care who you with. I know you can't withstand 40 states allows children to have sex and look me in the face talking about anything. I don't care who you are. Okay? That's the bottom line. You ain't got no choice but to get with the rebellion, to get with the revolution. You ain't got no choice. What you gonna do? You gonna stay with them with 40 states allowing children to have sex? You sticking with that? It's time to move on, man. It's time to move on. You don't want to accept it. I've already started the revolution. I've already started it. Ain't no way you can stay with that country knowing they allow children to have sex in 40 states. You can't do it. I don't care if you're military, police, thug, gay, whatever. You can't even stay. You cannot stay with this country knowing 40 states allows children to have sex. You can't do it. Okay? That's the end. The end. Okay? And then you can do. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about how the children, there are children, there's both sides of the situation. There are going to be children that are going to be with having sex based on these laws. These laws, 16 to 17 year olds are able to have sex in 40 states. They're going to be children that are going to take advantage of these laws. Okay? Unfortunately, yes. Because girls especially are becoming more materialistic these days, way quicker. Well, I would say about 13. Watch out, because they're going to start getting materialistic. They're going to start wanting you to get Jordans. That's how it starts. Jordans. Then you getting all these different other things. You know what I'm saying? They're going to start you out on Jordans. That's how they get you. Because you like Jordan yourself. This is how they get you. You understand why they like Jordan. Okay? They get you. That's how they get you. That's how the kids get you. They get you on Jordans first, because you're going to agree with that. Well, yeah, you like Jordan, whatever. You understand the value. You don't care how much it is. They Jordans. That's how they get you prepped. That's how they get you ready. You know what I'm saying? Then you graduate to now you're getting Gucci bags. Come on. That's about right. Getting Gucci bags, Gucci purses for Christmas, Louis Vuitton purses, Chanel purses. You're getting all of this for Christmas. Some girls just want a bag. They might just want a Gucci bag just to have, like a Gucci purse, big Gucci purse bag. Same thing, a Chanel bag, whatever. Okay, but then at some point, you can't afford all of this. And then this is where all these sugar daddies come in play. All these men that are licking their lips looking at your 16 and 17-year-old girl. You, bless your little heart, but you can't buy all these things that these girls want. These girls want Chanel belts, just belts they don't need even have it. You like, why they even need to have it? You know what I'm saying? But that's just what they like, the Chanel belts, Gucci belts, you know what I mean? Gucci dresses, Gucci, all hats, shades, and everything, socks and everything, shoes, everything. There are Gucci shoes. It's everything. It's everything to them, and it's everything. They have everything. Okay, they would have they have everything. Even Gucci, probably Gucci bed like blankets, sheets, Gucci sheets. I mean, some girls are ridiculous like that. They want it all, and you can't give it to them right now. Okay? And there's some sugar daddy across town says, hey, every time you come over here, I can get you an item. I can get you an item, whatever you want to get off the line. In fact, you can get it off the line, purchase it in full to your address or here, whichever one you feel is good. And we'll buy your item as soon as you get here, and then we'll talk. Then we'll do whatever. Some girls are not going to be able to even resist that. I can get an item before we do anything. Get you an item. You want a bag, you want some sheets. You get one item every time you come over here. If you stay over here more than one day, how many days you stay, you get items. Oh boy. Really? Yeah, so you come over here on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you do 3 days, that's 3 items. Just make up some story to your parents or whatever. I get you the bag, you want 2 bags, you want 3 bags, you could do that. Each day, 1 item though. I get you a bag. Maybe you want some shoes, get you some Gucci shoes. Get you a nice little Gucci dress. Then next week you could do the same thing. Get you 3 dresses. Start getting your wardrobe up. She was like, oh, okay. Now she's 16, 17, man. She ain't got the power to say no to that. That's what you gotta look at. And your laws in your country, 40 states allows children to have sex. So she will be good. The man that's saying he's gonna buy all this stuff for her will be good. You can call him a pervert, you can call him what you want to call him. He's going to be good by law. Being her sugar daddy. Buying her all those things she wants. The Gucci shoes, get a wardrobe up and everything. You know what I'm saying? Now, she knows what's going on. She wasn't born yesterday, even though she's young. She wasn't born yesterday. So she knows she's gonna have to put out. She knows that. And he's gonna be doing everything, getting his money's worth, I tell you that. He's gonna be sucking her toes, licking her ears. She's gonna get a full shower. Okay? He's gonna be licking her thighs, everything. Putting honey on her, whipped cream on her. And you thinking she's still your little angel. She's basically turning tricks. Basically. She's turning tricks and he's a John. Basically. And it ain't nothing you can do about it. You have a decision. You can either put her out the house, which is just going to throw her into his hands, which that's what you know is going to happen. So you're not probably going to do that. You're not going to let it be that easy. She got 1 foot outside the door already anyway for the stuff that he's doing. So you have a choice to make. You either let her go, or let her stay and accept it. And the other option is, dude, old school, and you're gonna beat the crap out of her, thinking they're gonna change things, and she's gonna do more. She's probably gonna have 2, 3 guys. How evil these kids are these days. She'll probably have a threesome. 3 at one time. She getting 3 items now. She did that on the weekend, but now she's getting it at one time because she's mad at you. She's getting it in one day. So now she's getting 3 items for doing a threesome. He said he'd get 3 items she have and let his 2 friends join. Each man gets another item. See, he's turning her out. Another man, another item. Okay. So if I do all these other 3 men and you included, that's 4 items. Yes, that's 4 items. That means you can have 4 dresses, 4 Gucci, Louis Vuitton dresses, Chanel dresses, whatever you want. We can get them right now. You can buy them right now. Have them sealed and delivered. I'm yours. On your way. It's yay or nay. It's up to you. So she sits there. She really don't want to do all that with all these guys. So she sit there for 2 hours talking back and forth about it, laying around and talking about it. She gives in. She gives in. So now, because of 40 states allowing children to have sex, this 16-year-old girl is having sex with 4 guys for 4 items, for 4 Gucci Chanel items. I'm telling you how it happens, man. You're sitting up thinking you're so simple-minded, like the dad that just sits in a recliner with his little TV tray, with his little dinner tray. That's how you are. And you just sit there and you don't think for 1 second the world is different than what you think it is. What you think it is, that's what you think it is. Whatever you perceive it to be, that's what you think it is. And it's not. There's some girl right now getting taken advantage of. Right now in 2022. Not 2021, it's 2022. Right now, I know you're still in 2021, but it's 2022, and some girl today, right now, is somewhere screwing some guy for some type of money, and she can do it because the laws of America allows her to do it. See what I'm saying? The laws allows her to do it. Okay? And meanwhile, you have all these people in this dream world, not down to earth, talking all this jazz, man, about them protecting the children and doing this for children and doing that for children, talking all this jazz, right? Meanwhile, man, 40 states is allowing the children to have sex, man. You say, God bless America. How? Well, there's some little girl, 16-year-old, look like she's 12. And some guy has all his tongue in her anus right now. And her dad thinks she's over her friend's house for the weekend. Yeah, she's over her friend's house for the weekend, all right. She sure is. She's out for the weekend, all right. She in a whole nother world than what you think. You think they over at her little friend house putting on cheap makeup, smiling and kikiing in their rooms while they play video games and watch old 80 movies. Or watch some anime movies or some other kind of cartoon movies that you're totally disconnected from. That's what you think they're doing. You think they're putting on cheap makeup, watching some kind of movies you're disconnected from, listening to some kind of music you're disconnected from. Little you know, she's not even there. She's over some guy's house with his tongue. He's hitting the ground running. He's doing something right now before the sun go down. He got his tongue 2 inches down her anus, and you sit up there thinking she putting on cheap makeup over her friend Jessica's house. I'm just letting you know how naive you are. I know all you adults are letting the kids go out for the weekend. Yes, you are. Come on now. It's 2021. It's 2021 and you telling me you don't let your kids run like pagans to go out on the weekends. You glad, because guess what that means? You get to be home and get you some with your hubby on the weekend. You can put on your teddy and have sex in the front room. You've been waiting for that sex all week. No kids in the house. You put on the teddy. You getting you some in the front room. You glad you eat and you drink a couple beers. Then you want to get really drunk. You go ahead and drink some vodka on that. Now you're really drunk. You're in a whole nother world. You're so glad them kids ain't there. Meanwhile, while you're drunk and having your little steamy little romance thing going on, your kid is over some guy's house doing the most unimaginable sex acts you can even think about. Not my little Tony. Yes, your little Tony. She wouldn't dare do that. You used be surprised what these young girls will do that want these materialistic things. You'd be surprised what they'll do. You would be surprised. You'd be surprised about the conversation they even have. Because see, some of you parents need to go through naive boot camp. You need to go through it. You need to get all the naive energy out your head. Kids, if they're innocent, they go to school and they hear everything. They overhear it. They don't try to hear it. And some things you can't unhear. They hear it and it's done. Like, what can you do? So you just heard that. Okay? And you don't consider this. You don't consider that there's sexual outbursts, sexual verbal outbursts in the classrooms. This happens. This happens. Yes, I know. Kids just say the darndest things. I know. Right in class. While you're sitting up thinking, oh, my little angel's just getting her education and just being a good little girl. She's not a part of the bad crowd. She don't gotta be. All she gotta do is just hear it enough. And by the end of one grade, she's involved. Or some guy peeps how nice and sweet she is, and he works on her. And so by the time she comes back from Christmas break, she's already kind of like talking to this guy. By Valentine's Day, that's her boyfriend. Because he's been working on her all of January, you know, and he got her. Okay? She messed with him a little bit, wasn't good enough. She said now she's having sex, she'd rather just go ahead and go with the guy that got the money. That's what happened to these young, beautiful girls. They're going to go with the guy with the money, which usually is above 18. Unfortunately. Well, unfortunately, she's messing with somebody that's an adult. So, you have to realize your country has made laws where it's so easy for a girl to get everything she wants. And then she could just sing the Madonna song and she can get past it. It's old school, but she can sing it. She's a material girl living in the material world. Yeah. So this is what you got to consider. Now, you didn't know it, and don't act like you did. Don't act like you did know that 40 states allows children to have sex. Please don't act like you knew that. You know you didn't know it. But in this video, I'm trying to show you how your little daughter is going to be with it. And your son's going to be with it too. Cause see, I'm gonna show you what your son gonna do. Your 16-year-old son, he gonna go get the sugar mama that like to smoke weed. That's what he gonna go get. She like to smoke weed. And she got plenty of it. That's how he got hooked in the first place. Not so much the shoes, the clothes, whatever. But she got weed. She got a lot of weed. She keep weed. And he could just smoke as much as he want. And he could drink. So he go to her house on the weekends. While you think he over Robbie's house playing basketball, which he's too old to be going over Robbie's house to play basketball. That's stuff you do when you're like 9 or 10. I don't know 16-year-olds guys that really goes to Robbie's to play basketball. Unless he might be gay. And he's not playing basketball, I'll tell you that. But this guy, your son is not going to Robbie's. What he's doing is he's going to Cindy's house. And Cindy is this 45-year-old chick that smoked a whole bunch of weed and she let him drive the car. He loving that. He done got his license. He driving the car. But he's doing this big woman that you would not like him doing. I promise you, you would not like it. You know what I mean? He's doing this 45-year-old obese woman, and you wouldn't be feeling it. Of her taking his innocence, and she's just doing everything, all the nasty stuff. Like she's saving no experiences. He ain't gonna have by the time Cindy get done with him, he gonna have done it all. She doing everything. And you would hate Cindy. You would hate Cindy, yes you would. You would hate Cindy because Cindy ain't too much older than you. And she's giving him blowjobs, she's giving him hand jobs, she's sucking on his nipples, she's licking his anus, she's sucking his toes. He's 16, he's like a snack to her. Literally, like sweet 16. So he's young and fresh to her. She's licking them all up, licking them all down. And you would not be feeling that. You would not be feeling that. And that's what's happening. So now, guess what happens? See, the boy story is a little different. Smoking all that weed, hanging out with her all from Friday to Sunday. Smoking with Cindy, listening to hip hop. You know, Cindy trying to get young again. So Cindy, she listen to all the music he listened to. That's all she want to listen to. And she sit back and act like she his thug girl, his trap queen. That's what she sit back and like. She probably got like a little .380 pistol. So she waved that around while he smoking weed and dancing around. He waving around too while she dancing around. Let it go off in the house one time. She don't care. He's 16. He's supposed to do stuff like that in her eyes. So see, this is what happens. And now, he done put a baby in that woman. Now he gotta tell his parents, because now Cindy done switched. Oh no, I got me a young man. That's gonna be all mine, all my life. I'm gonna turn him out. I'm gonna make him the man I want him to be. And guess what? She got a lot of control when she got a baby by this guy. Now he's 16. Now the party done came down. Now he mad. Dang, man. Got a kid. He trying to beg her, yelling at her, everything, almost hitting her. Try to tell her not to keep the baby. But it ain't working. It ain't working because she know now she can form and mold this 16-year-old boy into the man she wants him to be. Just like a piece of clay. She can make him into a piece of clay, sticking his finger up at his own parents. Now that she got that baby on him. So now he has this, he has a baby mother. Because the laws allowed him to have sex with Cindy. There's always gonna be a Cindy around. You ask these kids. There's Cindy's. They got Cindy's around them. Offering them a little cash and mostly weed to smoke and hang out. They become the cool little auntie at first. You go from auntie to next thing you know, you spending the whole weekend over her house. Weighing her out. At first she was your auntie that you smoked with. That's how it starts. And she'll let you call her that little auntie stuff for a little while until she started getting frisky while y'all smoking weed. Now she ain't your auntie no more. And 40 states allowed that. No, America allowed that through 40 states allowing children to have sex, man.